David Morgan. I'm Megan's stepdad. I was in the Army for 5 years. Did I hear this poem right? Yes, right here. Pretty much through. What's your name? What's your name?
Nick.
Nick, you are well on the way to being a Marine. I was an air traffic controller when I was in the military. He said he called up, they called down to tell him that somebody was in trouble. I was the one that called down. When the plane calls me, so I have to ask him how many people are on board, how much fuel they got. When you're going to land, I call him, send him. He's got to ask me to cross my runway to get to where it is. I was his boss. Was very good at it. Let's see, what branch was I in? I was in the Army. I was in 92 to 97. I joined the military. A lot of my friends were in the military. Best memory, I got to jump out of helicopters, swing by ropes and off cliffs and stuff like that. Life lessons learned. Okay, not my fault, but where I was from, look around there, every people next to you. Everybody that I grew up with looked just like me. I went to school, everybody looked just like me. It wasn't until I got to the Army that I met anybody that didn't look just like me. So that was fun. Where did I travel? I was in Lower Alabama, very exciting. Fort Knox, Kentucky, I got to take a bus to basic training. And then I was in Korea for a year, that was pretty good. Kid-friendly stories. I will tell you, let me tell you this. One of the great things about being in the military is they give you tons and tons of awards for doing this thing. Now here's the bad thing about being in the military is you get that haircut. And when you have these ears, that is not a good haircut to have. After I was in after I was an air traffic controller, I was in CID. Has anybody seen the show Navy NCIS? Okay, that's what I was in for the Army. That's me. Don't wear a uniform. You grow your hair long so your ears don't stick out like anything else. There is literally, you have a secret clearance. Who has a top secret? So I have a top secret security clearance. I'm literally not allowed to tell you anything I did while I was there. So, anything else interesting? Oh, I can pass this around. Let's see if they're in here. I tried to slide them in here somewhere. There are actually pictures of, yes, there. That is me coming out of a helicopter. And I didn't do it anywhere fun. I never fought in a war. Not that wars are fun. And I will tell you one thing. That haircut that I had, I will never have that haircut again unless we have a really, really big war. And by really big war, I'm talking zombies or alien invasion. So you guys want to see that. I also have, did you guys have commander's coins? I don't even know what I got these for. The commander gives you some things for that. They just, I don't know. And what were you? Were you Army? Navy. So you can help me. These are things that you earn. I think ARCOM, Army Achievement Medal, probably Good Conduct Medal overseas.
National Defense is the red medal one. National Defense Service.
This one's National Defense. Okay, and this is your unit earns these, right? So if you're in the unit when they did whatever they did to earn this, when you go to that unit, you get to put this on. You get the, I'm sorry, if you were in the when the unit earned it, you get to always wear it. When you get to the unit, you get to wear whatever units they had already earned. I didn't earn any of these. This is just because I was in this unit, which is Alpha Company, 1st 11th Aviation Brigade in Fort Rucker, Alabama. So, if anybody has any questions later, I'd be happy to answer. I don't think she's even ever seen me in a uniform. Have you ever seen me in a uniform before?
No.
Oh, and when all the awards, you get all these awards and you get to hang them up on your wall and create a room called the I Love Me room, where you just get to walk in and say, man, I was awesome. And then you get married and you get a stepkid, and your I Love Me room turns into a princess room. And then you put them in a folder and never see them again. Thank you all. know.